Hello, this is MadSpartus again with another audio commentary. This one's been submitted to me by GreatDav, and it's a random map, nice and small one. I think I'd actually like to play on this map. Some of the random maps quite weird layouts, but this one has a nice three-pronged kind of layout. GreatDav is in the south playing Frost, and he's pulled out an Ice Guardian, and he's playing against NinjaFlute in the north, who's also playing Frost and has pulled out a Light Blade. First thing I notice is that the South does not have a fully upgraded unit, and considering the quality of player he's up against, I think this is going to be an uphill battle for him, but we'll see how it goes. Let me get it started. So, stat-wise, the Ice Guardian's a little bit better, but its shield's going to degenerate as soon as it leaves the vicinity of its buildings. So both players are going towards the middle, although it looks like neither one of them is going to commit to it, so they're both pulling back now. I think the Light Blade would have had the better chance in the middle, just because that shield degenerates quite quickly when it leaves buildings. So the South takes a power well. Well, they both take their natural power well, but by doing so, the South regenerates its shield, so now it's got a better chance if they decide to go against each other. South pulls back though. The Light Blade keeps coming, so maybe he is going to commit to an attack. No, the Light Blade doesn't commit either, so I guess we have a bit of a slow start here. Mostly some posturing. The north takes the power well in the middle. There's no orb there, but it gives them a nice offensive position to attack from. South takes out another Ice Guardian and grabs the power well, and it's natural. So they're both tied for power wells, and decides to go on the offensive. Imperials come out. The Light Blade taunts one of the Ice Guardians, and uses the Tainted Slowdown to increase the amount of damage it takes. Frost Mages come out against those Imperials. The Imperials are a really good choice, medium damage, but the Frost Mage is going to be able to disable them relatively permanently. That Ice Guardian's already lost its shield, and now it's been taunted and surrounded, but two new Ice Guardians with the Frost Mage behind them, which is the best place for a Frost Mage. It's mostly a disabling unit, so try and keep it behind your men so that the enemy can't run around and get at it, and both players pulled out one now. Pretty intense little battle there. No one's focus firing though, so lots of splash happening. Like the north has 3 units all damaged there. Looks like the south is losing momentum on this attack, although all the units are damaged, so splash, one shot took out 2 there from the splash. The south has 180 power on hand, so if this offensive is falling apart, it's basically because they're letting in it. I'm surprised they don't even bother to pull back and save the units. Oh, they decided to go for the orb and pull out an Ice Shield Tower. That was the reason. And the north goes for Fire Orb, the south goes for Fire Orb as well. It looks like a mirror match, and Frost Fire, not very common. It's not a bad combo to play, just you know, with the natural decks that are coming out in a week or so, most players are trying to practice playing the natural Frost Shadow, or Frost Nature is very popular, Frost, but Frost Fire is the least common, I guess. So the north managed to hold on to one Frost Mage. The south lost everything but went with a nice shield tower. Firestalker only U2, and Skyfire Drake with a shield.
Your forces are
Another Skyfire comes out in the north, but because of the shield, the north decides to use a Cold Snap in order to disable them, perhaps until that shield wears off, and to get some free hits on them. They're focus firing on the Skyfire. I guess it's because that's a protecting unit. The Firestalker will go down pretty quickly, just as long as its protection is gone, so they're more concerned about the Skyfire at the moment. Ooh, Eruption takes down the North Skyfire, so now he's going to have to retreat a little bit. Basically the units are damaged, that well's taking damage. Needs to pull out another unit. The north only has 63 power on hand, so not much it can do in terms of defense right now. It's going to have to delay. Yeah, it's using ice barrier to delay the damage it's taking.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, I haven't noticed. The North came around the side here and decided to take a power well with a Lyrish, and they're doing an offensive from the other side. Rage Claws, they needed to use Cold Snap in order to have a chance against that Lyrish and Slice Beams. They do small damage and a lot of it, so those Rage Claws didn't have much chance without some support there. And the North is still holding onto that power well, but they're spending power on ice shields and healing it and stuff, so they're basically just delaying and wasting power doing it. The South is maintaining 2 offensives now that are actually looks to be going pretty well. Their North has had to pull out a Skyfire Drake to defend against these Scythe Fiends, and another Cold Snap, an offensive Cold Snap, in order to get at that power well. The power well in the middle is nearly down, and its shield is gone. I think it's going to die from that shot right now. Oh yeah, and there was a Skyfire Drake. That was a Southern Skyfire Drake standing over it. So dual Cold Snaps in the west, everyone's disabled, and the center has been lost by the north. So the center had 1 more power well, but now it's back down to a tie. They've lost 1. The offensive from the center continues. 1 Skyfire Drake and Magma Hurler. The Skyfire goes down quite easily to 2 Gladiatrix. And it looks like the offensive in the west is going to die as well. They were focus firing the well and not the units, and because of the ability of healing and shielding the well, the
monument is under attack.
It's very hard to get it down unless you bring a lot of very fast damage, and they can just delay forever with healing and shielding the well. So it's a good idea to try and take out the units rather than just focus firing the well if you only have 1 unit on the offensive. But personal preference there. It looks like there was going to be an offensive there with an ice barrier, maybe a home soil, but they pulled back, probably against Skyfires with shields. An offensive wall taken by the north there. Very good position there for a wall, so they can siege and harass from that position very easily without worry of counterattack now. Or easy counterattack at least. South is going on another offensive. Decides to take the middle actually. So the middle has switched hands. Another ice shield tower. The north has built up a substantial amount of units. Gladiatrix, 2 Skyfires, Lyrish. So they have enough units on hand. And they Cold Snap just to prevent the southern army from running away. Eruption take out that Skyfire. Skyfire was almost dead, so I'm not sure that was really necessary.